Hey everyone, my name is LaShonda King. I'm a licensed school counselor, former high school math teacher, and I'm currently a YouTube content creator and a flight attendant. So right now I'm not flying, and so I spend a little bit of time online and ran across a math riddle today. And if you know me, I love math, so I did the riddle and I got it wrong. So because I hate being wrong and I love to teach, you get this video so that you can understand and I can understand why I got it wrong. So the first thing I realized about why I got it wrong is that I did not have on my glasses. So I guess I should probably put those on now. So I'm going to talk about the math skills we're going to address, the real world applications of this problem, and then also what we're going to learn with this quick lesson. So the math skills we will address today are order of operation, arithmetic, basically adding and multiplying, as well as substitution. The real world applications to this are deductive reasoning, attention to details, identifying barriers to learning, i.e. wearing your glasses if you need them, working through and accepting mistakes as growth. We also call that persistence. And math is awesome, okay? So if you've ever talked to your student, they might say SWABAT, and you're like, what the heck is a SWABAT? Okay, so I'm going to make it a YBAT. So you will be able to use deductive reasoning, detail orientation, order of operations, and substitution to solve the problem. So if you've seen this problem, you're familiar. If you scroll through the comments, you see all these different numbers, all these arguments about the problem, and why my answer is right, why my answer is wrong. So let me explain it, because I told you I got it wrong first. I did not see something, and somebody pointed out to me, and I'm like, detail orientation and being able to accept mistakes is growth. Okay, so in that picture, you will see 3 pairs of shoes. We have to use deductive reasoning to identify the values in our multi-step problem with variables. So a variable is just when you have something that replaces a number. So in this case, we have images that replace our number. So in our shoe variable, we have 3 pairs of shoes, and all have pluses between them. So I can determine that 1 pair plus 1 pair plus 1 pair is 30, so 1 pair equals 10. And then if I split that into 2, I can identify that 1 shoe equals 5. All right, so in the next part of the equation, I know my variables here. So I have 20 minus 10 equals, I'm sorry, did I say that right? Yes, I did. 20 minus 10 equals 10. And since there's 2 people, I can deduce that each person is 5. In the next part, I know that the person is 5. So I have 13 minus the 5 leaves me with 4 scarves. So that is, it leaves me with 8. So 13 minus 5 equals 8, okay? So if I know that I have 8 and 8 means 4 scarves, then I can deduce that each scarf is 2. Perfect. So we've identified our value. So next thing we need to do is assess the problem and evaluate it. This is the part where I made my mistake and some people also made their mistake. So I'm going to write out the problem the way I see it, okay? So I have shoe plus person with accessories times scarf equals question mark, okay? So before we actually go into solving the problem, I'm going to review an order of operation that we're going to need here, because that's part of why a lot of people got this wrong. So the order of operations is the building block of all math, and it helps you to understand how to solve a multi-step problem. So I like to write OOO. It's also called PEMDAS. They used to say, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So but the P stands for parentheses. A parentheses, whether it's visible or not, is something that has multiple steps within one step, or something that's compound or added together. So E is an exponent. That's like to the second power, third power, squared, cubed, or square roots. And then you have MD for multiplication or division. You have the arrow going from left to right, because that's the way you solve it. And then you also have AS, so it's adding or subtracting from left to right. So that's our order of operations, okay? So we have shoe plus person with accessories times scarf. So in our order of operations, anything that has multiple components in one thing is going to fall under the P category. So the person with the accessories, this is the part that I missed without my glasses. So I'm going to call that PA. So person with accessories equals the person plus 2 scarves plus 2 shoes. So that is 5. So PA equals 5 plus the scarf is 2. So plus 4 plus 2 shoes equals 10. So PA equals 19. So everything else is a single. That's a single step. That's a single step. That was the only multiple step. So that means our P is done. We do not have any second powers, third powers, or square roots or exponents. So our exponent step is not relevant here. So now I have shoe plus 19 times scarf equals blank. So in my order of operations, next is multiplication or division. So I have to look at this part first. Okay, so 19 times scarf. So we have 19 and 1 scarf is 2 times 2 equals 38. Okay, so we got that part. So there's nothing else to multiply or divide, so that part is done. The last thing we have to do is addition or subtraction. So then we have shoe plus 38 equals question mark. So we know that shoe is 5. So then we have 5 plus 38 equals 43. If you're like me and you did not see that the person had on 2 shoes and 2 scarves, then you would have gotten 15. If you would have not realized that the pairs were split up and that there was only 1 shoe or only 1 scarf, you would have also gotten different answers there. If you did not notice that the operators changed from plus to multiplication, you would have gotten different answers there. Or if you never learned order of operations, you might have saw those things and still did it wrong because you did not multiply before you added. So that's just my little help because I love math and I love teaching. Hopefully that was helpful for you. I do want to make more videos. This looks really bootleg because all I have is my camera phone. So you can feel free to add me on YouTube, look up LDK, and you can follow me on Instagram for my mental health content at Queen King Slays. And if you feel gracious and want to help me buy a real camera and a tripod, you can donate $1 or whatever to my Venmo or my Cash App account. But yeah, you don't have to actually donate anything unless you want to help me buy some actual tools to do counseling and teaching videos with a real camera instead of my phone. But hopefully that helps you because I was frustrated when I got it wrong. If your child is struggling in certain contents, the thing that happened to me today was that I did not have on my glasses. Therefore, I missed the very important details. If your student has a physical disability or a physical barrier to their learning, that might be called a 504 plan, and you should look that up with your school. If your student or you have a learning disability, that's called an IEP or an individualized education plan. This is a school counselor in me because enough people don't know how disabilities might affect their ability to solve stuff. So for me, if I mess up on something, I take that as an opportunity to actually learn and grow. But for most people, mistakes are detrimental. They hurt their spirit and they make them dislike a subject. So hopefully this explanation has helped you to understand that math riddle and helps you to like math even a smidget or 1% more. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.